here is the latest, and I'm going to start by taking out my paperclip ornaments and some washi tape that I put over some other fancy tape and this cute little rosette. And this particular journal is called Sage Green. I made it for a friend of mine. I asked her what her favorite colors were. There's a peek underneath her bangs. Oh, there's a fairy under there. What? And this is for a dear friend of mine. It's going out today for her birthday. So there's a look at the front and back cover. Use some ornamentation, which I really love. And I started using, thanks to my sister, who sent me these grommets, up close on a grommet, that matches my ornamentation. She sent me some grommets to use with my crocodile. And there's the kitty on the front. Let's dive in before this gets too long. Used a ton of lace. This is for a friend of mine who said that her aesthetic, there's a picture of she and I from a long ago. And I'm not going to narrate everything like always, but I do a lot of collage work. And this will get really long if I zoom in on every single collage. But just to give an idea, oops, as well as a lot of lace. I've gone through so much of this light coffee lace lately. It just kind of goes with everything. Here's some mermaids from my sister who sent me some of that. And my dear friend who this is for, she also loves mermaids, especially her son loves mermaids. So we have some journaling pages, some fun scrap paper that I've been recycling in, more lace, different colors, as well as some washi and really cute tiny script with lace. And of course we have some really fun pattern paper. Now Sage Green was what I've been calling this one. Ooh, that's underneath my rice paper page. And it's not entirely sage green, as you can tell, but it is kind of using green, specifically sage, as a jump off to some of the other ornamentation and color scheming that I try to use. Lots of mariposas and butterflies. Oh, I almost peeled the lace off of that. Better be careful, me. And we've almost made it through the first folio. Let's see. Let's try to keep going through. This is another one of those really fun pages where I included a pin, but it's taped down. I might even, I don't know, I might put in one more quote. I'm always layering a little bit more, collaging more, lacing more. I just feel like these things just never get done. But here's a really cute page. Toadstool Forest. So some inspiration pages, some journaling, and lots and lots of washi tape because I go through it like mad. And that's our first folio. So there's our center. You can kind of see where I layered in this centerpiece that you see with the brown paper. I used paint as the edging, and then you'll see that carried through in the center. And then, oh, I lied. It's 3 folios. Holy moly, we better get a move on. Let's do this thing, you guys. All right. Similar aesthetic, of course, page to page. folio to folio, you'll see a lot of the same ornamentation. And I try to remember, oh, here's a discovery envelope. There's a lot of stuff in these. I stuff little cards. This says Beekeeper's Review. Underneath here are some bumpy things for her to discover. I won't say what, but sometimes they're charms. I especially love skeleton key charms, and we'll include those. I also have some butterflies. Oh my goodness, that page. All right, maybe we'll put something on top. All right, here we go. On my fairy page. And there's one. And I'm going to flip a lot more discovery envelopes. Love this washi tape. It's got some gold to it. It's kind of picking up in the light. And I asked her whether she would like, I did pink. I thought the pink really set off the sage green as a color scheme. And I asked her in general if for her aesthetic, for her gift, she doesn't know what it is, did she want something that was tea-dyed and homey or pristine and perfect? And she said, mija, which means sweetheart. You know me, sage green. Of course it's going to be tea-dyed and homey. And she's very hippie, and she's my dear, dear, dear friend. And it was her birthday last week. More discovery envelopes with mermaids sprinkled into her work. Just pages with lacing again. Lots of washi with ornamentation. And journaling opportunities. That's our second folio. And onto the last, speeding it right through. Another discovery envelope. This one's very bumpy. I don't know. You can kind of see my finger tracing over all the bumps. That's why I gave her an extra sticker to kind of hold that one closed until she's ready to discover everything inside. And just a lot of different pages, washi tape, laced, bunch of quotes. Recycled some work. This was kind of packed into and was meant to be thrown away. And now that I'm getting into junk journals, here's one of those great quotes. That's probably why I didn't do it on the last one, because I included 2 pins in hers, and I didn't want like every single time to be about the same thing with the quote. Some of the lacing on the top, some of the lacing on the side. Really love the fluffy look that it gives to the journals, as well as the crinkly pages. Really love this pink. I have a ton of it. I bought it for a particular journal I'm working on right now. I had fun with the tape on that page. And yeah, because I have so much of it, I've been trying to think, well, where else can I use it? And that makes you come up with, here's another measurement page. And so, yeah, I came up with those ideas. All right, little bit of butterflies, little bit of bees, all of that. Sunflowers, I know she loves sunflowers as well. More mermaids with a big fat discovery envelope in there. Journaling opportunities. And we're nearing the end. So sometimes I went really off color because purple is the opposite side of the color wheel from green. I don't know if I like it or not, but I did it. Because you see some of those pinks and purples showing up in some of the other artwork. But a lot of it, like that green, sage green doily that I was able to use, mimics the art. And this is the rest of that piece that I used for the folio. And I always love how my sister says, don't make everything the same. In other words, don't be afraid to kind of branch out with different themes. So this carousel horse, I just loved. It seemed like the right color, strange theme perhaps, strange colors sometimes perhaps. But yes, and last but not least, a writing board for her to work with. bunch of tea dyeing and coffee dyeing. And there's the end. I'll end the video now to lace it back up. And this one goes out today. Hope she loves it and hope you do too. Thanks for joining.